Hello everybody, today I just want to talk about how I learned to speak Vietnamese living in Vietnam. If you guys don't know, I am not Vietnamese, I'm from America. However, I moved to Vietnam 7 năm trước, and I'm going to share with you 3 ways I learned to speak Vietnamese. Number 1, environment. Environment is so important because number 1, you are unconsciously learning without even trying. You see, when you put yourself in a situation where you're not actively learning, but you're absorbing like a sponge, you're going to naturally flow out with the language that you're placed in. There's one morning, I woke up and the first word that came to my mind, Soi chiên. I'm like, Soi chiên cái gì? I looked it up on Google and I'm like, oh, and it connected. Every time I go to work, I pass by a chỗ bán xôi chiên. I didn't even know that I was absorbing the language every time I pass by to work. And suddenly, without even knowing it, I knew the word xôi chiên. Environment is super important when learning a new language. Number 2, putting yourself in uncomfortable situations. Now, this is a big reason why people never really master a language, is because you have a invisible barrier in whether you feel comfortable and where you don't feel comfortable. You see, because I live in Vietnam, most of the places that I go to are with local Vietnamese. Whether my husband, my student, my neighbor, guy who delivers my Grab food, these are all Vietnamese people who speak barely any English. So I have to speak Vietnamese. Whether I want to or not, I have to step out of my comfort zone and speak Vietnamese. So the same rule that applies to business and the same rule that applies to life, it also applies to learning a language. When you put yourself in an uncomfortable situation, you are going to grow. Last but not least, God. Now you may say, how can God help you learn a new language? Okay, 7 years ago when I first moved to Vietnam, I had no interest in this country, no interest in the food, in the culture. All my friends were foreigners. All my friends only spoke English. But there came one day where God put in my heart the love of Vietnamese people. I felt that I belong here. I felt that I was meant to be here. And because of that love and that desire to stay in Vietnam, let me tell you, I decided in my heart then and there to learn the language. And 7 years has passed by. Thì bây giờ tôi có thể nói tiếng Việt rồi, nhưng mà cảm thấy tiếng Việt là chưa là giỏi lắm, nhưng mà cần càng ngày càng tốt nha. Cảm ơn bạn đã xem video của tôi. Thank you for watching this video, and those are 3 cách để học tiếng Việt. Rồi cảm ơn các bạn đã xem. Alright, thank you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!